Welcome back to the Thought Leadership Series here on Online Marketing TV. We're joined by Doug Sechrist, VP at Eloqua, correct? Demand Generation VP.
That is correct.
Let's talk about your title. Let's talk a little bit about demand generation and get into that. So, thinking about demand generation, marketing automation, revenue marketing, whatever everybody's calling it these days, how do you look at this in a holistic sense? How do you start thinking about this and applying it to the organizations out there? What's your kind of philosophy behind all of these things?
The advent of the digital world has really changed how people buy products today, and it's changed how marketers need to go to market. So just like iTunes and online maps, information is free. Buyers are getting smarter and smarter. They're out there doing their own research. They're not necessarily as reliant on a salesperson. So now more than ever, the marketer has the opportunity to take accountability for how we're educating and how we're trying to push buyers through a process. And more importantly, how are we interacting and aligning with our sales teams?
I love the word you used, accountability, right? The marketers can get more accountability. And with that comes responsibility, right? Mm-hmm. Also opportunity. We were talking about this the other day. It's now time that the marketer can actually start owning some revenue, which means more job security, which means more opportunity. So talk to me about how we're getting more accountable as marketers and things we should be thinking about when we're looking at all of our marketing campaigns.
You bet. I mean, across the board, even from a compensation standpoint, marketing should now have a quota, a revenue quota, a pipeline quota. It shouldn't be about how many inquiries did you generate, how great was this show, or...
You're scaring a lot of marketers out there.
Campaign.
Marketing having a quota, that's like, I'm not in sales, this is crazy, quota, this is crazy. Yeah.
But more and more we can see into that integrated funnel, and we can look at how are our inquiries converting into MQLs, and ultimately...
What's an MQL for everybody?
I'm sorry, marketing qualified lead.
Okay,
but how are things converting from the time you introduce a name into your database to the time that name turns into a deal or an opportunity? So we can see that conversion, and we can figure out where we have gaps in our process, where we have opportunities, what paths are creating better revenue for us, what are more effective. So there's no reason marketing shouldn't have a quota.
So talk to me about this concept of digital body language.
Sure.
We both share a friend in Steve Woods. He wrote a book about digital body language. What does that actually mean? A lot of marketers have heard it, but I don't think they really know what that actually translates to.
Sure. So 10 years ago, a salesperson would interact with a buyer. He would go to their office. They'd have 10 or 12 meetings face-to-face, like we're talking here, and the salesperson would be able to read what the buyer is doing. Are they, what is their body language telling him? Are they interested? Are they,
What's my body language telling you right now?
You're engaged.
Good. All right. Good. Good answer. Good answer.
So now that we don't have those face-to-face sales interactions like we did 10 years ago, we are relying on watching people online. What are they doing on our website? What pages are they going to? How long are they sitting on those pages? Where are they going after?
Yeah.
Which emails are they open? What are they doing digitally? And then taking that digital body language and doing something with it. We now know the 200 things they did in the last 2 months. Yeah. Let's be more targeted with our message. We know what the path to get from name to closed deal is. So let's optimize that experience so that when we do this, a month from now, we're getting better and better.
Yep. So one of the fortunate things in my job is I get to actually talk to a lot of marketers out there. And I can tell you firsthand, you probably know this already, there are a lot of them sitting on the fence going, should I invest in marketing automation? Should I put down the money for the technology? And then what are all the implementation issues? And on it goes. And so you got a lot of people really looking at it hard.
Yep.
What do you say to these people to help them really get over this fear of something new and a very daunting task in front of them to say, hey, there really is payoff here? How do you kind of give them that advice to say this is going to lead to something really good at the end of the day?
It's an opportunity for marketing to lead and really be at the forefront of how companies are going to grow and be more profitable. And it's also a great career opportunity. I mean, this, marketing automation will make you a hero if you do it right.
Yeah.
And I'd say that, one piece of advice, don't think you're going to do it in 3 months. It's definitely a journey. And the companies that are doing amazing things with marketing automation today, they didn't get here, in Q4 of 2010. I mean, this is something that they've been working on, and they've failed a few times. But now they're probably at a place 2-3 years later where things are humming, and they are heroes in their organizations.
I love it. I love it. That's a great reason why, right? So first and foremost, your advice is think long term. If I'm hearing you right, got to have some patience, right? Which us marketers sometimes aren't very good at being patient, almost to the degree of sales. And then lastly is, if you want to be a hero, here's your chance, right? That's
absolutely.
Good. I love it. That's a good little tagline.